Donna here with Ready to Stamp, and we are going to start a 12 days of Christmas in July. So I can't wait to show you the different cards I have for you for Christmas cards this year, so you can start planning to create and maybe even send your Christmas cards. So are you ready to stamp? Let's get started. Here's the card we're going to make today. And I think that it is going to be a really cool masculine card. I don't know about you, but I really struggle with making masculine cards, and I think this is quite a masculine card. And so here we go. I'm going to do the opposite. So where it's green, it's going to be cherry cobbler. Where it's cherry cobbler, it's going to be shaded spruce. So why don't we go ahead and get our stamping done first? Let's do that. So first thing I'm going to do here is I am going to stamp get the buffalo check made or stamped. Sorry, I'm having a hard time with my words. So what I'm going to do is just take my cherry cobbler pad, and I'm just going to direct to stamp, because this is one of our larger stamps. So for me, it's easier to do it this way. I mean, I don't even use a block. I just have it sitting on the table just like this. Now I'm going to take the paper and I'm going to set it on top. Try to get it as straight as I can and set it down. And it's crooked, but hey, you know, it's okay. At least, you know, people will know it's handmade. And maybe when I cut it out, we can make it look straight. So it'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about it. So what I did was I took a scrap piece of paper and over it, and then just gave it a little massage, pull it off, and it's not too bad, and then I'll just wash that off later. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take my spruce, shaded spruce, and of course I get ink all over me. I'm going to take the shaded spruce and I'm going to line this up. Whoop, let's go this way. And make it as straight as I possibly can, and I'm going to use the large marker side. So I'm going to just add a little bit to my buffalo checks. I really like adding this to it. It just gives it a little bit more flavor and color. If you like it just plain like that, don't add the marker. Whoop, I got one more. And I'm just lining it up with the line ahead of it. So then I'm going to do the same thing going the other way. And when I'm finished with my ruler, I take my rag and I wipe it off. Mainly because, you know, if I'm going to use it on something else, I don't want it to contaminate whatever I'm using. And I don't want to get it on my hand like I did here, for heaven's sakes. Okay, put that away. So we got that done. Now we're going to do our trees. And spruce, Okay, I'm cutting that one out. And then this is going to be my inside. This is going to be the inside of the card. So I'm going to decorate it a little bit as well and put the trees right here. And I just might add, you know, just to give it a little bit of depth here. There. Okay, so we got all of our stamping done. No, we don't. I almost forgot the saying, the greeting. So we're going to do that as well. I'm going to put it down here. You know, I better put it this way because sorry, I keep getting out of the picture. There we go. And it's okay if it's crooked because when you cut it out, you can make it straight again. Right? All right, so now we're going to cut out these things here. So I need this for that, this tree, and I'm going to cut them out, cut everything out off camera because it'll just take too long for you and I'll just speed through. So I'll be back in a jiffy. So here we are. We cut out all of the pieces. I cut out the tree and I cut out the saying, and then I'm cutting out, or I cut out the buffalo check and the green behind it. So for the green I used the largest one, and then I used the largest one. Let's get that off of there, put that away. And for the buffalo I used the second to the largest, and I just kept going down from there, just the every other ones. So you just decide how you're going to do it and it'll work just the way you want it. So now let's put this card together because I think this would be good to do. So let's put it all together. Separate everything. Hopefully they'll, oh, they did come apart good. There you go. Look at that. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're just going to glue everything down here. And you notice I got all my extra pieces from this green card, so I'm not wasting anything, which is my favorite thing to do. And I love to use this glue when I'm doing these framings because I want to make sure that they're straight, and if you use glue you can wiggle it around a little bit to make sure that it's going straight and even on both sides. So now I'm going to do the plaid. Whoops. Okay, now if you're wondering about all the sizes and everything, just head over to my blog, readytostamp.com, and you will find all of the information, the cutting information, the names of the stamp sets that I used, and the dimensions and the colors and everything. Whoops. So just head on over there and you'll be able to see all that information that you need. And all that information of where to go to find this, the description, I mean the dimensions and everything will be down in the description below. Okay, whoops, I have this upside down. Let's make it, maybe not. And we just line it up the best that we can. Okay, and we have this. And that's going to go in the center, and then we have this. And I'm going to add a little bit of color to the outside of this. I'm going to take this and get on the edges. Okay. And I'm going to use my dimensionals because I want to stand this up a little bit, make it a little bit dimensional. So now when I add my tree, almost said flower, that's not a flower, that's a tree. I'm going to add a little bit of dimension of a dimensional on the bottom because I want it to go here and I don't want it to flatten out. So I'm going to put it on the back of this part right here, just a little one. So and then a touch of glue at the top right, or yeah, right there like that. I'm sorry, I keep getting out of the picture. I hope you can see what I'm doing. There. And then on the inside, I'm just going to glue just a little bit of glue on there. Glue it to the inside. We got pretties on the inside so that you can, you know, add your signature and your sentiment here. Okay, so here's the cards that I have already done. So I hope you enjoyed this. Now, if you enjoyed this and would like some other tips and tricks, subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification so you will always be notified. To get any of the information, the dimensions, the colors that I use, the stamp sets that I use, go ahead and go over to my blog, which is readytostamp.com, and all that information will be there. I hope this helped you starting to think about Christmas cards and being excited about that. I am. Stay tuned tomorrow for day 2, and happy creating.